let's go to your calls. Let's go to Marcus in Brazil was able to get back on. Then we'll go to Robert and Dan. Go ahead, Marcus in Brazil. You're on the air.
Hello, Alex. How
hey,
you
buddy.
doing, sir?
Good, man. Good to have you call.
First of all, I want to say you do a wonderful work, and I'm a big fan of your work.
Well, thank you for putting up with me.
Yeah, and people here, when I try to explain to them what's going on in the world, they call me crazy.
Of course they do, because they don't want to admit it's happening.
Yeah, and I was about to ask you, what do you think this war on Gaza, you think the U.S. government is supporting Israel, financing them to keep this war going on?
Yes, and they have a fake tit-for-tat going where Kerry will criticize Israel, and then Israel say, shut up, Obama, to make it look like it's a left-right versus deal. But it's even more sophisticated than that. You've got globalist interests trying to stir Gaza up. Israel blew up the Gaza Strip's power plant today, which is a war crime when you're fighting asymmetrical warfare. And I was against our government bombing Belgrade and Serbia and blowing up their power plant. And I am against Israel bombing power plants because that's what supplies men, women, and children with heating and cooling and the hospitals. And it's against the Geneva Convention. But Israel is not a signatory to that or the Nuclear Non-Proliferation Act. They're not a signatory to any of it. And that's their business. I don't think sovereign countries should have to sign on to stuff. But it is a war crime to bomb a power plant. Unless the power plant is delivering power directly to an official munitions facility. Now, again, notice Obama is shutting off our power plants with carbon taxes and with regulations, which is an act of war as well. And it's beyond an act of war. It is a crime against humanity. So, I mean, what do you do about Gaza? I understand it's tribal warfare. It doesn't look good to have tanks, you know, running over people that are throwing rocks. I always support, you know, the underdog. But at the same time, my issue is, well, I've already told people my issue with Gaza. I'm concerned about the 1,000 civilians killed. It sticks in my gut what's going on. But at the same time, no one wants to talk about hundreds of thousands killed by ISIS or by Al-Qaeda that our own government's backing. So you see, it's like I don't automatically obsess on the thing they want me to obsess on. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What do you think about Gaza?
Well, I think it's the question that I was asking. I think the U.S. government is behind us.
Oh, I agree with you. Yeah, oh, absolutely. Yeah.
They're doing this to blame the people from Gaza, the Palestinians.
Oh, you think they're launching false flags?
Yeah.
There have been instances of Israel caught in fake terror attacks before. That's come out in UPI, AP, and Reuters, Jerusalem Post, and Haaretz. So if you've been caught doing it before, you could be a suspect. The problem is the head of Hamas says we will not coexist with Israel and admits they're shooting the rockets. So then there's the issue of who's funding Hamas. And it is true, the same globalists that we talk about are in there funding Hamas. So then the question is, why would Hamas fire rockets, giving Israel the pretext to destroy the infrastructure of the Gaza Strip?
Yeah, I think that.
All right, well, I appreciate your call from down there in Brazil.
You are watching the best of the Alex Jones Show, weekdays from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. Central. Watch live at Infowars.com/show or become a member of InfoWarsNews.com and help us take resistance to the next level.